Black Friday is a dream for some of you entrepreneurs out there and a total nightmare for others. If you want to make sure that you're approaching Black Friday with the right strategy, then in today's video, I'm breaking down the difference between what most people do and what I do and how we were able to earn over $112,000 last Black Friday. Welcome back. I'm Christina Scalera, and my friends tend to call me the Black Friday Queen for a reason. I've been selling digital download products online, and this will be our 7th year of doing a Black Friday sale in my online store. So whether you're just here to be curious and you want to see how that actually happened, or if you're ready to take some notes and put this into action, today's content is going to be really valuable for you, but only if you smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed so that you can get the full picture of how I'm making this work for me and what passive income can look like for you. Just for a way of comparison, I'll give you a little behind the scenes of what our Black Friday sales have looked like for not just last year, but the years prior. In 2021, which was last year at the time this video is being filmed, we had a $112,000 Black Friday. In the prior year, we had about a $95,000 Black Friday, and the year before that, it was around $105,000. So as you can see, we've had ups and downs, but all more or less in the last 3 years, we've seen the same numbers coming in every single Black Friday. It's been several years since we haven't had this 6-figure mark-ish for our Black Friday sale. And the reason behind that is because of the strategy that we have going into it. And if you're watching this video, the good news is you're gonna get some behind the scenes of what that strategy actually is. The first thing you need to make sure that you're really clear on is what your digital product is going to be and what you're going to offer for Black Friday in terms of a discount, sale, BOGO. What is that promotion going to look like? My first Black Friday sale ever, it was 40% off my entire shop. And I have lots of different kinds of products for lots of different kinds of niches. And in the more recent years, we've evolved and pivoted to making it 40% off our template products and 20% off our courses. This has been a game changer because the courses take a little bit more administrative work to do on the back end as far as people losing their passwords, people needing access after the fact. So with the templates, it's really one and done and everything is automated as far as delivery goes. And with the courses that we sell in my shop, it's the same thing, but people need a little bit more hand holding. And that's why there's a little bit less of a discount there. We also wanted to price anchor and make people really understand the value of our Black Friday sale. So when it's only 20% off our courses, which to be honest, I don't really care if they sell or not. They're more like something I've created so that I can get paid for answering people's questions about common things that they're asking about. But my templates are the real bread and butter, and that's where we focused all of our time and attention on in my shop. And so that is a 40% discount because I want to make sure that people really understand that the Black Friday sale is not just another promotion during this year or whenever they might be logging in to look at our shop. This is like the promotion of the year. Plus, the more simple you can make your discounts by getting rid of coupon codes and just making them automatic, or doing something like having a site-wide percent off instead of saying this category is this category is this. Anything you can do to simplify that buying process for your customers is going to be really helpful because you want to remove as much friction as possible. It's a very noisy world during Black Friday and the subsequent days, so we want to make sure that this is super straightforward. They know exactly what they're getting into and they can quickly and easily buy from you when they're ready to do so. Another part of our strategy is figuring out how much to discount our products by. So I started doing 40% off because my favorite store is Anthropologie and they did a 40% off sale. And this is like way back in the day. I don't even know if they still do this, but for every Black Friday, that was like their only 40% off sale. So my broke butt would try to save up as much as possible before Black Friday so that I could spend it all on Anthropologie. I do not recommend this as a financial planning strategy. It worked very poorly. I don't even think I have any of the items I used to purchase because they all fell apart or whatever. Oh, no, actually I found one. I got this mug set. Yay. I stole my strategy from Anthropologie because it was working for them. I saw them do it year after year. And so it felt very generous to me to receive a 40% off discount. And I thought it would be generous for my customers to also receive that. And in fact, it did great. So that's why every single year we've been running a 40% off sale. And now that I have more insight and knowledge and experience, I know why the 40% off works instead of like 20% or 15%. If you are thinking about offering a discount for Black Friday and it's a percent off, you want to make sure that that percent off is sexy enough that it feels like a real discount. You know, it's not just some cheapy like 10% discount that they could have gotten just for signing up for your email list. That doesn't feel generous. It doesn't feel like a real sale. And it also shouldn't be something egregious like 60 or 70%, which just kind of feels like a going out of business sale, not a Black Friday sale. So I find that 30% on the conservative end is a good place to start, and 50% on the very high, most generous end is a good place to end for your Black Friday sale. I split the difference and I just do 40% off, and that's worked for years and years. The third part of my strategy that surprises a lot of people is that during Black Friday, I don't actually do a lot of selling. In fact, we don't do any kind of new product introductions, sales, anything like that. We just kind of remind people that our sale is still available and going on. In the week prior to Black Friday, that's when I'm doing all of my education about when the sale is going to be, what's going to be on sale, if we're having any kind of doorbusters, like prizes for the first few purchasers, what those are going to be. So I really spend a lot of time in that week before the sale educating my customer base about what is going to be available for them and when that sale is going to run from and to. And then in the weeks leading up to my Black Friday sale, that's when I'm still list building. So I like to do something called a fast growth event in October or maybe even as early as September. And that's just a big list builder that I can use to grow my list really fast and big, like a webinar or a live stream series, something like that. And then we carry that momentum forward and continue to educate through a bi-weekly newsletter, some blog posts, maybe some YouTube videos. And that's how we get them to know, like, and trust the brand better so that they purchase during Black Friday. Basically, the way that Black Friday works really well for me and the strategy that I've employed for many, many years is a simple 3-part series. So the first thing that I do is I make sure that I have all of my sale and promo emails scheduled from Black Friday through Cyber Monday, which is when the sale runs. And those are simply just reminders like, hey, sale's still going on, a couple objection busters like, here's probably why you're still sitting on the fence and haven't bought yet. And most importantly, lots of reminders about the discounts that are available and how they're disappearing soon. So that's always the first thing that I schedule and have ready to go for Black Friday, because if those don't go out, even to my existing list, then nobody knows the sale is actually happening. The next thing that I schedule as I'm getting ready for Black Friday is that week prior content. And we actually lock our shop down from Monday through Black Friday opening and have a countdown there, which builds a lot of excitement and interest as far as Black Friday goes, because you're sitting there refreshing the page, hoping that you're one of the first few orders to take advantage of our doorbusters. So if you aren't sure what I'm talking about as far as the countdown and the doorbusters that we have, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you can watch all the other videos here, and I'll link to those below where I talk about doorbusters more specifically and the countdown page that I'm talking about. But the thing that's really unique that we do that I'm starting to see a lot of other people do as well is create some kind of warm-up page, like a catalog or something. When our store closes down on Monday, we still give them a catalog. That way they can shop and see what kind of products are going to be available as soon as the store and the doors open on Black Friday. That's always the second part that I'm scheduling, because if they don't know what doorbusters are coming or when the sale is coming, then again, they have a really hard time shopping during our Black Friday sale, and they definitely have a difficult time taking advantage of our doorbusters if they're not even sure when our sale starts. That's the next critical part of your Black Friday sales planning process. And then the third critical part in this series of marketing and promotional emails and lives or social media or anything else that you're adding to the mix is the content leading up to the Black Friday sales. This is the content that comes before those other two parts I just talked about. So this is going to be the kind of content that I'm pushing out to my list from, like, say mid-October to that Monday when the store is closing. That is really intense content that's just very valuable, very informational. We hint at the sale that's coming. We start to drop even more hints that they should be paying attention to their inbox in the week prior to the sale. That way they can cash in on the discounts and the doorbusters and all that kind of stuff. But this is really the squeeze content I put out. So just to back up and give you an overview, I have a fast growth event, then we have the squeeze content, then we have the week or so of Black Friday, like that content coming out, and then we have the actual sale content content itself. And I go a little bit backwards because most people are so focused on creating everything in the order that it should happen in. But the truth is, if you don't have your Black Friday sales email scheduled, then you can't really have a Black Friday sale, or at least not one that people are very well aware of. So that's why that's the most critical thing to get done and why it gets done first, so that we can then work backwards and create that squeeze content last. Because while it's important, you should have still been list building up to that point. So really the main purpose of your Black Friday sale is to get the people on your list to buy from you either again or for the first time. And so the good thing about a Black Friday sale is the discount's so sexy that even if they don't consume all the squeeze content, which is really just there to kind of, massage them into the sale during the week of Black Friday, then they will still buy if you give them enough reminders and this was a product that was a good fit for them. I see a lot of people try to overcomplicate Black Friday, and that's all it really comes down to is, are you putting the right product in front of the right person? If you are, that always results in sales. So you want to make sure that your products are solving some kind of need in the marketplace. And if you aren't sure what kind of products you should be selling that serves this need, then you'll want to check out my other videos. And again, if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on a lot of great content where we dive in. I have lots of videos that go into different ideas of different kinds of products that you can sell. All right, so the final point is one that is probably on your mind right now, which is it too late to prep for Black Friday? And the answer is, it depends. So no, if you're watching this and you're really excited and you're motivated to get everything I just talked about done, I don't think it's too late for you to prep for Black Friday, because you could crank all this out in a day or so if you really wanted to, if you were that motivated. But if you're not really looking forward to this, if you're still kind of floundering around on what to offer, if you're not really sure what you should be selling, then it might be too late, because it doesn't sound like you're as passionate as the person who's willing to crank this out in a day or two. So I encourage you to do what you can with what time you have left before Black Friday, because doing something is always going to be better than not doing anything at all and just saying, I'm going to wait until next year. Because let me know in the comments how many times you've already said that to yourself. Black Friday does not have to be an overwhelming time. In fact, it can be an amazing opportunity for you to get your products into the hands of more customers and, as the name implies, get back in the black if it's been a little bit of a rough quarter. And I don't know anybody who hasn't had a rough ride at the end of 2022 so far. So this is a great time to turn everything around and just have a huge cash injection so that you can go into the holidays risk-free, not worried about any kind of finances when it comes to your business. Thank you, everybody, for watching all the way to the end. And if you haven't already, I would love to know below in the comments, how are you feeling about Black Friday? Is it your first Black Friday? Are you nervous? Are you happy? Are you excited about the cash injection that's coming your way? Do you feel good about the prep that you've done so far? Or are you a little bit behind? Let me know where you're at. I would love to have that discussion with you, because I do read and respond to every single comment. Do you want to learn more about the products you should be selling this Black Friday? There's a video that just popped up on your screen. It's one I just created for you not that long ago, and it's the 5 products that you should be selling this Black Friday. So if you aren't sure what you should be selling, or if you just want clarification that you have some good ideas, then you should watch this video and find out. I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.